Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me. It's running low behind. Today, we're going to put a stop in profit somewhere. Where are we? Yeah. Just in case it comes back. Don't want it to, but hopefully it doesn't. So let it be. 99. What's up, Niels? I'm late today. Late. Late today. Nothing on the NASDAQ. Just looking. A sell setup should be coming, but it's probably going to come from 148, so I'm just letting that be while I wait for this thing to take off. Should get good movement out of it. Yeah, it is a pretty boring session. I am bored out of my mind. So I don't even feel bad for coming in late. But I was in Zoom earlier. Well, Zoom is still running. But it is what it is. Just a day. It's probably gonna take me out. We shall see. I'm holding it and letting it be, letting it play out, because I do want it higher. If on my personal account, so this is on TFT, but on a personal account, on another account, if this does hold, which I don't think it will, but if it did, the last slot is going to be a swing long. But getting that entry where it doesn't come back on you. From here, not likely. Not likely. It's okay. It's just a day. Da, da, da. I took one. I have one left. Yep, it's going to take the other one too. That sucks. Mm-mm. See if I can get back in. Not a big fan of what I got. Not a big fan of this. Background music. Hmm. Mhm. No, I trade it all. So I will trade Nasdaq as well. And yes, I do have other accounts. Would you mind sharing some insights why you choose Crude? Yeah. I trade Nasdaq as well. This is what my Nasdaq looks like. I didn't do anything today. I came in late today actually, but nothing on here. I have a sit out rule when we break. So if I show this, when we break this particular level, and if depending where we open, I'm not sure where we opened. I don't really look at that open, but I can fucking find out. Where did we open? Where did we open? We opened right here. And when we broke into my level, into this blue zone, and we never broke down, it's a sit out for me. just because of how extended it is. So for me, it is just a sit out rule. That's all it is, because I'm expecting to go up, but I'm not willing to take that bet for myself. It's just a fucking rule. Um, and the internals looked weak to me from the internals that I look at, which is this is the normal tick. So if I make this bigger, this is the tick, and this is a detrended version of that. And all this is a z-score over it. All right, standard looking at a 10 bar pullback, look back. These numbers is just the ADR ratio, advanced decline line ratio, right? This is for the NASDAQ, this is for the S&P 500. And I look at the actual exchange, not just the index itself. And that's what that is down here. Even though this is weak, price is going up. Cumulative delta is black line, so it's not a moving average or anything. It's just an overlay, all right? That's why it's like weird. And I'm just looking at that. I'm like, okay, so this looks weak. Obviously, it does. So this does not matter whatsoever today. And for me, the way we opened and this looking weak, I'm not willing to do anything. So I just focus on crude more anyway. One, because it trends. When it does trend, it does go. But today, it did not. So I was not able to get anything. I was not able to add nothing. So yeah, I mean, it did not move, so I can keep adding. It just kept going, and so a big move is coming. So because we got this little blue levels over here, and if I bring up my 30-minute chart for tomorrow's targets, I have this down here. So I am expecting a breakout from here because we got the daily balance, which would push the target to 78.50. So if we break this tomorrow, we have a really big room to go up, and shorting side, which basically going to come down here to 74.50. So I'm not looking, so dollar down, multiple dollars up. It's going to go one way or the other. We are at balance, which is this little teal line that you see. Other than that, that's all I'm waiting for. So we could get a push down to go up, and that's what I see. And if we do go up, which is this area for tomorrow, that's going to break. Um, Not saying it will, it's not a guarantee, but that's pretty much how I look at it. Actually, I was talking about crude and I only had the damn freaking NASDAQ chart, but let me pull up crude again. 30-minute chart on crude. All right, let me refresh it. So I have anything to the right of price is levels for tomorrow. So I have support down here, 74.40, 75.13. Which matches with the current support as exactly where it is, and the resistance is here and here. If we break this level because we got daily balance, I'm expecting a push out of here. We never got close today anywhere, so we're just kind of hanging out around balance, just going back and forth, which is fine. So tomorrow I'm expecting some push one way or the other. I'm a buyer down here to go up, and I'm a buyer above here. I may sell if we go in and break down, but if I see breakouts, I'm going straight up. Buying the middle, which I tried today, to see if we can get expansion, but it just didn't go. And that's just what it is. But yes, I do trade the NASDAQ. I'm just waiting for my NASDAQ trades to come in play, but because of where we opened and where we went and we never had any breakdowns, I am not a player. So nothing on that. And I trade NASDAQ as well. So no, I don't look at the USO at all. So yeah, no USO needed whatsoever. A lot of people look at that. I don't need to look at that. I do look at spreads only. Outside of outrights, I look at spreads. And when I say spreads, I'm talking calendar spreads. And when I specifically state that, there are only specific spreads I look for. As of right now, you have a spread of June and December that is in play, and that's going to be in play until about March, April. And after that, my favorite spread takes over for the rest of the year, which is this December spread, and then I watch that for the rest of the time. And that's what I watch. I don't care about the implied volatility and all that stuff. Does not equate to what I'm trying to do. And the reason I look at this December spread is because it is leading. The move is going to happen actually there first. Um, Usually a couple minutes before and things like that, you'll see things happening. The most I've seen, which is like lead time per se. Now it's not every single time. Like, oh, this moves, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it in futures. Um, Most I've seen, which was very confusing to me, and I did not take the trade, but it was about 3-4 hours. Spreads collapsed. That particular spread collapsed, and futures, outright futures, was just sitting there, not doing a thing. And I was so confused. I'm like, how in the world did the December spread just collapse and outrights did not? And literally 3 hours later, it was just balancing, so going literally sideways in like a 10, 15 tick range, and all of a sudden drops $1, like instantly. Seen that happen, and fortunately I wasn't in that trade, but just because it was confusing, I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense, so I'm just gonna let this be. But I watch the spreads, so and there's a specific reason for it, and I do trade spreads as well. So if I see a particular spread that I like that goes out of whack, I will trade it, both long and short. Obviously on my personal, not on the prop, because that's just not possible on any prop accounts. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. And crude oil, I traded the most. I learned trading on crude oil, like literally. My first product I ever traded, and the only product I feel the most comfortable doing any type of trading. And I like it the best because there's actual, and we should get some big moves coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Like probably like a 15, maybe $20 directional move. $20 is stretching it, but more likely going to be a easier $10 move before it goes kind of sideways and bounces to get to that 20 target directional move. So, and I'm just waiting for that to happen, and I will be in that trade. So that's why crude is coming up big time for me. And because I trade multiple markets. I only like to watch a few things that's enough for me to make a decision. And the problem I'm having is I was not able to get more than 10 lots in crude, and since that trade, I was not able to get more on. So, been waiting and stalking to get back into it, or get back into 10 to 15 lots on our next trade, and it's just not giving me the opportunity to do it. I do not enter with 10 right away. I enter with proper risk where I see fit. And if I do enter into 10, I am expecting multiple dollars directionally, at least. Nah, you don't want to do bar chart. Just go on TradingView. It's free. I can show you TradingView. Well, because it's particular spreads. I'll show you in a second. Give me 1 second. Oh, perfect. If you got zero, then pull up the spread. You don't like. Yeah, no. Pull up the spread. MZ. So June, December. Pull up that one. All right, give me 1 second. I am going to feed my little kiddo at the same time. There you go, kid. Oh yeah, okay. So if you can pull up any of them, perfect. Most people don't have access to it, so yeah. The spread you want to watch, the one that really matters. There's two spreads that matter, right? That matter the most. It's going to be the for this year. Well, I'm not going to say for this year. Until about March, April, it's going to be the June, December spread. So it's a 6-month spread. So M25 minus Z25. All right, that one matters. And right around that time, March, April, the December spread takes over. Matters more, I should say. And that's going to be December 25 minus December 26. All you fucking need. And then, yes, for the CME group, I am just watching any specific size that come through. Like, so if we go yesterday, so if I show you yesterday real quick, and there was a guy who bought 2,000, and where was he? And I got long right before, or right after, not because of that, because I saw it afterwards, but I'm trying to find, it was a 604. He bought 2,000. It's 1,000. I can't find him. I believe it was yesterday, right? Yep. This is when I am. So it was 6 something. Where is he? 6 something. I remember. There it is. So he bought 2,000 of this. Basically, he bought 2,000 contracts of H and sold K at $1.78. And when I looked at the spread, then I will pull this up. The reason I use TradingView is just faster. I have the levels in TradingView. That's what he did here on, and this is just a calendar spread that he did. Just a straight calendar spread. This is, you can tell what kind it is. If they do anything special, you'll see it right here, and where it's coming from, and everything that they're doing. But this is a straight calendar spread. Nothing else. Nothing more than that. $1.78 he bought. And let me pull up TradingView. It's just easier to show versus just say it. But let me pull this up. And that's all I look for. Just significant size that comes in. Nothing else. Nothing more than that. I'm not playing it based off of it. Just want to see if things come in that normally don't come in. That's all. That's all it is. Yeah, so he did a calendar spread, and I was already long. And if we show, I'll show yesterday, and that was this right here. And that was just these two trades. This was a stop and profit. Kind of sucked that I put it there and continued, and I just went back in. Old boy bought those 2,000 spreads around this area. So he bought it here, and these are just trades I did. And again, no opportunity for this to continue going to get back in or nothing like that, so stuck with waiting. That was yesterday. And then today, did it pull up? Why is my Trading View app is not working? Like the desktop app. I'm gonna exit Trading View and just go through the browser. Didn't work yesterday, and it's not working today. I wonder if I need to update some shit. Cause the fucking browser works instantly. Don't know why that is. So let's go pull it up. What is this called? Supercharts. I don't usually enter through the web browser. I will either use my iPad just to quickly glance. Actually, I should do that. Give me a second while this loads. Put this down. So for me to share, I just hold on, kiddo. Hold on, here you go. Let's go to energy. Spreads that matter. Alright, I think I need to stop screen or present a new one, right? Alright, I'm gonna stop this share and I'll present a new one for the Trading View crap. Give me a second, stop. Present, share screen, share window. Alright. You can see that. Alright. Alright. So this is the reason for the spreads. There's particular spreads that I'll watch depending on what it is. And pull this, make this bigger. So I believe this spread was watching, and this was we were watching it on a weekly chart. So if we go here, we make it a weekly, and this doesn't happen as often. Why is this not loading? So and turn off that because I don't need that. But whenever we see expansions of a spread just go higher like that, we short the hell out of it. And I have somebody else watching this stuff with me, so I'm not the only one watching every single spread in the world. I only have one chart, one purpose. I don't have 77 screens watching all this crap. I have one chart, and that's it. And I got a trading partner who watches certain things. I watch certain things. So if they see something, they'll ping me and say, "Hey, take a look at the spread." So they saw this going up, breaking, and this is not usual for this particular spread. And when we saw it, we just shorted it. Simple as that. We took a short on it, and this is weekly spread. This is weekly chart, by the way. So we watched that, but here's that M1, and we watch it during all levels. Now this is weekly chart, so we got to go to 30-minute, and they're getting weaker. You know, so the way I trade or look at them, if they're weak or strong, is however I derive my levels for my regular contract. I derive the exact same levels using the same method, and that's hold on, kiddo, and that's literally how I trade it. So I'm not just looking for all spreads to get weak. I'm looking for one particular spread to be strong or weak, and that's going to matter more than anything. And that's pretty much what I watch. Everything else doesn't matter. Then the ZZ spread, it's just not relevant right now. It does get relevant later. It's just not as good as a directionality for the M and Z. Tune this up. And if you want to look at that, there's your December one, and that's pretty much what I watch. But there's nothing to do in December. It's just kind of all over the place. It's not as clean, if that makes sense. Um, and it doesn't matter. It really does not matter for the next 3 months. You know, at all. And right now we are at a weekly balance point for this particular spread for myself. And then if I look at the daily chart for crude, so if I just pop in crude, regular crude, and I'll do the same damn thing. It's going to take a minute. And we'll see where we are in crude. Very similar, but it's getting the weekly data. And for crude, we are well above weekly balance. But the spread is already breaking its own weekly balance. So we'll see what happens. We should get a push into the weekly balance for crude at least, which is 27, 75, 20, 21 actually. And then we'll make a decision from there, and we'll see where it goes. So that's the expectations because the spread is already there. Price is not. And this is the M spread, M and Z. That's why I watch it. That's all it is. Nothing more than that. All right, let me stop this screen and reshare the other one. Yeah, so that's all I look for. Sorry, I had to put the baby back, but that's pretty much it, man. If you're not looking at those spreads, that's what I would look at. Um, think of it as an internal. Like if somebody trades equities, you're looking at internals. Similar. Very similar. And there's nothing significant showing up on the block. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Nobody's piquing my interest of anything. The only thing where I did dodge a bullet, I don't know if you guys saw it. Well, actually, I wasn't even on the stream. Um, I don't look at the 3-2-1 crack spread at all. My activity is less. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I dodged a bullet today, and I wanted to push it, but it is what it is. Hopefully tomorrow. Um, I still have not installed the mic, but hopefully I will tonight or tomorrow instead, so the sound can be more clear in case this is not as clear. But we shall see of how it goes. So if I pull up that, yeah, M&Z is cracking below, so we should get down to the 21s. Anyway, so nothing specific outside. Yeah, those are the only two things I look at. Oh, look at that. We got somebody who probably bought 666. That's funny. Can't believe that. Send this to someone. Yeah, and today, yeah, you noticed that too. Like, check that shit. I had to send that to somebody real quick. I'm gonna check out the quantity. Who the hell did that? Yeah, but I'm just looking for significant numbers to come up, and I'm also looking for TAS orders. They won't have a price. Those get settled at the end of the day. Yeah. Yeah, but all other spreads also do not matter to me. Not on a regular everyday basis that I want to watch. Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Anybody can. Yeah. Trading view. Yeah. Right. So the only thing. So if you look, what chart am I showing? All right. The only thing. One second. The only thing. The difference between trading view and this is anything to the right is the forecast of where price may go, forecast of support resistance, blah blah blah. But if I pull up my 30, it's really for tomorrow. Like I already know where support is for tomorrow, resistance, and things like that. Trading view, it only shows up as it prints, and my stuff prints at on Pacific time, so 9 p.m. is when I get a print of my daily levels, and my intraday level gets printed at 9 p.m. and then again at 9 a.m. So if you can see right, this is a 30-minute chart, by the way. So then it prints again and says, okay, now it's there. That's just where it is. And I can see it moving throughout the day, just like if I look at this small thing right here, I can see it moving throughout the day of where it is. That's the only difference between TV and Sierra is I don't have those stuff to the right, but everything else I do. And I just want to know where it's going, where it's expanded. But I can tell you where it is anytime. But it doesn't really matter where it is because I'm still going to take it based off somewhere here, somewhere here. So even if I go back um, to yesterday, like even if I go back, I'm still taking it on a break, on a reclaim. So I like price to go in, come out. All right, go in and come out. That's pretty much what I like. How I like to enter a trade is reclaiming of levels. All right, price came down. I'm sleeping over here, whatever. By the time I woke up, I think I woke up somewhere over here at this time, like right before the open, half hour before the open, whatever time it was. Do not remember. Um, and then I saw where we were. I'm like, all right, perfect. We didn't break down this level. We're gonna go ahead and reclaim it. So I'm gonna take it our next reclaim, and that's what happened here. And I was hoping it would continue going, which it did later. But I put a stop and profit as we entered in here, put a stop and profit right there. And I said, let's see. And what it did is obviously it came back to me. And I'm like, well, I'll wait again. And wait when I see and I feel that this is going to actually go. And because I have a live line, usually the first tests are always stopped. And then it did. It stopped it over here a couple times. And I'm like, all right, now it's time to do it again because things looked right. And I bought it again and continued. But it did not have any continuation, obviously. So, and now we are where we are. And that's it. Yeah, backward. What does that say? Balk trades? Let's see. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, I install the stuff. But yeah, send me up if anybody has questions on spreads or whatever. You can send a DM in Discord or just tag me, and I'll be more than happy to share and explain or whatever. But I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll be on tomorrow early. Deuces.